Hey guys, this is Rohit Money, aka Morden239 or Morden. The topic of the day is stealth in video games, and I'm going to talk about stealth in game design and how they're used in video games and what I think could be better about stealth. So, recently I've been playing Deus Ex Human Revolution a lot, and it includes a lot of stealth, and I really enjoy stealth gameplay, but there's a whole lot of things that I feel could be improved upon, both in Deus Ex Human Revolution and a couple other games. So I'm going to talk about stealth in Deus Ex before going on to stealth in video games in general. Um, and finally, I'm going to talk about how I think stealth could be improved and why it would be improved, and systems that would make stealth a whole lot more immersive and engaging. So, when it comes to Deus Ex, you can see there are typical stealth concepts like, well, cameras, guards, patrols, so on. And these exist in pretty much every video game. They're the conflict, they're the things you have to bypass to get to your goal. And they're done fairly well. I mean, they have fairly good AI, and there are obviously flaws with this, but I'm not going to go a little too deep into it right now. I'm just going to make some highlights as to what I really enjoyed about stealth in Deus Ex, as long as what I found kind of stupid in Deus Ex stealth. So what I really enjoyed was, one, the takedowns, and the takedowns give you an easy way of taking down opponents in a stealthy way without necessarily alerting everyone else. They're pretty impressive to look at, kind of cinematic. I have mixed opinions on QuickTime events. They basically are QuickTime events, but they do a pretty good job overall. I also like the animation-based alerts. Animation-based alerts are basically the alert sign for guards is based on their animations, so when they're turning around, they won't alert other guards unless they actually see you and then yell, or see you and then run to like an alert panel, or so on and so forth. So it isn't instantaneous alerts if they see you. It's not like every guard in the entire zone knows you're there, which is a good thing. It's a lot more immersive that way. Along with that, I enjoy the fact that there are multiple avenues of stealth. There's not just, oh, you're stealthy or you're not stealthy. There are different ways you can do it. There's a lot of hacking if you need to. I do a more takedown approach. I go around taking down everyone I can see, one by one, until they're not there anymore, and then I move through the area. So I really enjoy that, but at the same time, there are a few things I find that are kind of odd. One of the things is that the AI in Deus Ex ignore gunshots, and, well, they don't ignore gunshots, but more of when you shoot a gun and they get alerted, they go into that half alert stage, and then if they don't find you, they just go back to complete non-alert, which is, in my opinion, kind of silly. And they don't keep track of things. So if I take down a guard and another guard was just talking to him, the other guard doesn't notice, which is kind of silly. So games like Splinter Cell, Metal Gear Solid, Hitman, the Thief series, they also have a lot of similar concepts. And the one main thing I feel could be improved when it comes to stealth would be tracking, awareness, priorities. So I'm going to elaborate on that. The AI in the game should keep track of the general objects, entities around them. So, for example, if I'm a guard in the game, I should be aware of other guards nearby, or other guards in my squad, or laser fields, or cameras, and so on and so forth. Obviously, I won't be aware of everything, but at the same time, I shouldn't miss really obvious cues that there's an intruder inside. So I would recommend some kind of priority system for this. The priority system would obviously have a number of factors, proximity being one. If there's a guard really close to me, I would probably notice him going missing pretty fast. On the other hand, I might not notice a tiny piece of paper being picked up really far away from me. Then again, it depends. The factors could really change, and there are a whole lot of different factors. So, food for thought. If you want to go into a detailed list of things, of factors that I've come up with, and somewhat of an equation for how much of a priority an object should have, look at the link below. That's all for now, and I hope you enjoyed my little talk/video on stealth in video games. More to come pretty soon.